an interview, the transitional president, Captain Ibrahim Traore, granted to RTB journalists on the 9th of April 26th, 2024, he revealed some things about the future of the Alliance of Sahel States. Let's listen to this.
Granted to RTB journalists on the night of April 26, 2024 from Bobo Dioulasso. The BurkinaFaso transitional president, Captain Ibrahim Traore, talks about the Alliance of Sahel States and its future, and on the matter, he reveals that there's a major unified force that Mali, Niger and BurkinaFaso are working to establish, with the same being a force which will have unlimited sovereignty and autonomy over the three countries going into the future. Take a listen at what he had to say. Mr. President, let's now talk about military cooperation within the countries of the Alliance of Sahel States. What concrete actions have been undertaken since the creation of this alliance to combat terrorism on the ground? Thank you. There have been a lot of concrete actions and it is very pleasing what is happening on the ground. It became one army. There are many actions that we can't even finish mentioning. The sister armies of Niger can find themselves carrying out missions of the Malian army or the Burkinabe army. The Burkinabe army executes missions for the Malian army and the Nigerian army. The Malian army also carries out missions entrusted to them.
Wow, I like to hear this. I like the fact that the skies, these three countries are unified. They are in unity. This is good. This is good. This is good. Let's listen more.
We can call on the Nigerian vectors or the Malian vectors to come and support us. When they need us, we go to support them, and in terms of borders, there are currently no borders. So, the Burkinabe vectors go back whenever they want, or if they are at the end of their autonomy, or if there's something they want to hand over to the Malian or Nigerian vectors. Likewise, they also come to our soil, and they do the research, that is it. And it's really going very well. There are a lot of things currently happening between our three armies, and the objective is to create, in the near future, an expeditionary brigade on behalf of the AES, which will therefore be able to carry out maneuvers in complete autonomy, everywhere in the AES space. We announced it, but now, the work is being done at the bottom to germinate the force. There is each step, and we are not necessarily going to come out and say that we are at this number, but everyone has received their instructions.
Yes, you don't need to come out to say anything. You don't need to announce all your plans, but it's a good one. From what you have said in this interview, it's an indication that the three of you in the Sahel that makes up the Sahel states are doing well. And we are watching to see the progress, to see the evidence you're doing well. The most important thing is that you are in unity. You are unified. That is the most important thing. Keep it up.
Independently. It's a reality. On top of that, it was the special forces, the clearing guys maybe. They were the ones who had the means to be projected at the same time. The rest, they didn't have the means, so we sat down, and when there was an operation, we had to collect the data, because it's hard to equip, it's complicated. This is so true. If we manage well, there is the possibility of equipping. This is also what we blamed, this is all that revolted us. But we also had things in our heads. It's difficult to acquire weapons, it's expensive, and so, we took our courage in both hands, and faced reality. They put obstacles in our way to prevent us from equipping ourselves. You are aware of this, I have said it several times. But today, we have more than 20 equipped battalions that can be deployed at any minute. That means when we tell the 20 battalions to start in a certain direction, they don't need anyone to come and give them something, they start. So we can equip this force. Look at the Malian armies, look at the Nigerian armies. The last time you saw the equipment from Niger, which passed through here, to get to Niger. So, we can equip ourselves, we don't need support.
Mr. President, today, what assessment do you make of the progress of the war against terrorism?
The assessment is that it takes a long time to tackle, so I have just explained to you where we've come from. I would say not zero, but in any case there was not anything substantial to wage war on. Today, we can contain the threat, that's one thing, the army has more or less regained its ability to fight. No soldier is going to go to the front today without a weapon, he is not going to go without means of protection, that's frozen helmets and stuff. The ammunition and others, all these VDPs, the mirage has changed, and that means that we have occupied more of the ground. There are many areas where we did not have presence of a force, where there is a presence today, and it is good when the...
Wow, this is good. What interests me most is this. There is a major unified force that we are working to establish, with the same being a force which will have unlimited sovereignty and autonomy over the 3 countries going into the future. This is a good one. This is a good one. Keep it up and keep it coming. We are watching. We can't wait to see the progress. Thank you so very much for your time again with me. I don't take it for granted. Hope to see you in my next as I bring your way again more trending news.